So, what do you do when a client calls you with a problem? That could be a client, a stakeholder, a teammate, a manager, it doesn't matter. Really important because at some point as a project manager, you're going to have one of these calls and you don't want these calls, but you need to be prepared for them. And the first thing is you don't object. Never object straight away, whether you are completely in the right, um, you're not sure, whatever the situation is, don't object because once you object, the likelihood of that person raising the issue or getting more defensive, potentially more angry, more emotional, is just going to increase. And that is not going to help you because you want to come up with a solution or some agreeable next steps. And that's going to be much, much harder if there's friction there between the two of you, no matter who is right or wrong. So don't object is the first thing. The second is show understanding. Again, doesn't matter who's right or wrong, but showing understanding will mean they'll feel listened to. So they're going to be more open to listen to you as well and come up with potentially something that might be more agreeable for you than it is for them. So show understanding. And one way to do this is just to repeat back what they've said, not word for word, but repeat certain words they've used to ensure that they know that they have been understood. So if they've raised a problem with you and they said, "Oh, this has really caused me lots of issues. I've had to speak to my manager. I was really stressed last night worrying about it." You can say, "Oh, I'm so sorry you were stressed last night thinking about that." Knowing that your manager is going to be angry and going to want to speak to you the next day, I completely understand. I would not want to be in that situation. I'm sorry you're in this position right now. Again, no matter who's right or wrong, it doesn't matter. They'll just feel understood and they'll be more open to listen to you. The third and final one is what's next. Super simple, and you should do this for any conversation, any meeting anyway, but be clear on what your next steps are. This probably isn't the solution, but it could be. But you just need a clear path on what you're going to do next. So you are now in control because they feel listened to and you haven't objected. You'll have a much better chance to dictate what's going to happen next. And if you're in control, then that's less stressful for you as well. And that might just be right. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to book a meeting in with the full team first thing tomorrow morning, or I'm going to go and look at this for you, or I'm going to find this, I'm going to send this for you. Whatever it is, just come up with some actions that you know you can commit to. So don't overpromise. That's really, really important. Find the things that are, I guess, easy for you to do, that you know you can definitely do them. And that's why often it's not the solution, because if you jump too far ahead, you might set yourself up to fail and set them up with expectations that simply can't be met. And then you'll feel that call, or sorry, you'll finish that call on a more positive note. You're in control, they feel listened to, and you can move on to the next thing and hopefully find a solution for that problem ASAP.